Last time on Final Fantasy 16, we took out another notorious mark, made our way down to Amber, got promptly told to screw off, and made our way down here. We're heading towards Port Isolde to try and get over to the Ironheim Keep.
Blood, Clive.
No, you don't say, Jill.
And still wet.
What do you smell, Torgal? Oh, more black
told
shields.
to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are, and still, you would bear your steel.
I mean, I've already killed
Why
like 10 of you.
We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn.
Do you need to say that every
On
time
these,
before you get into
our
a fight?
swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield to protect.
Yeah, see, this is just so fitting for Clive to just go ham against these guys. And finisher. Enemy slain. Nothing important in the loot.
Tell me what I want and the end will be
What was that
swift.
about, an interrogation?
Who are you looking for?
Why, you? We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
So they're totally after Joshua. Joshua's been freeing
Those
bearers.
are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Did it just get me over the other side of the bridge? It did. Probably we were fighting over here, and the cutscene before that took us over here when Gorgor ran off. Boom. Ready for another massacre? We're gonna find everyone dead here, aren't we?
Find something, boy. Death.
You said those bearers were waiting for us, so I assume you meant you killed them and left their corpses here for us.
Found her.
Mm-hmm. God, they hung some of them upside down. Is it just the branch you're noticing, or do you recognize some of them?
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her.
Because she's insane and knows nothing but power.
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will I'll end it. We should go.
You're not going to cut them
Yes.
down, burn them to ash, and then scatter the ashes like you would rubber bearers?
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Okay, there's our target all the way down there. Let's leave this grisly village behind us for now, as we race down to Port Isolde. Oh, never mind.
We're approaching
Sorry,
the
check, we'll be
bridge.
back.
Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Okay, what the hell was that? I should have been in range. You guys just don't want to fall down, do you? So I can't get my finisher off on you. Okay, did... Yeah. What was that whistle? Ambrosia disappeared. That's okay.
Faster!
Faster, faster, and faster still.
No need to ride from here.
I kind of want to, though.
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
Yeah, I hope you didn't know anyone down there.
Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
In honor of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the Grand Duchy of Rosario.
No, you didn't hear it.
Yeah.
There's a curfew, but then refuses passage back to our rooms.
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
The gates are closed. Become.
So Rosalith is just over here then.
How am I to celebrate?
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
You find no succor to the South Travellers, nor beyond the Buet. The Empire has seen fit to banish us from our own land.
You're right, boy.
Sounds about right for the Empire. But I think you'll find it's not the Empire, it's my mother. Come on, girl.
Come
Let's
on.
get out of here.
Yeah.
I think we'll just follow the road down. Rather than trying to go cross country. Silken Strand, and we have
The
another
Lazarus.
town.
What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Looks like it's a town, but we can't get into it right now. Definitely has map over there, though. It's just not an area for us right now.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Thank you, girl. I appreciate the lift.
My children are starving. Have mercy.
They don't know the meaning of the word.
Voice ripped dogs they are. You can't ignore us forever.
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep.
Better out there than in here.
Oh, they're enough for everything.
Fuck off. And the chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all.
Chinless bastards.
Back to your sties. Cut you down where you stand. Destroy.
Oh, you will you?
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Let's just go murder them. I have no love for any of the Imperials.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble.
So we go back to Lazarus and find the tunnel in from there.
We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
Black light burns.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Or maybe we murdered them all. I'm hoping for that one. Now I want to stress, I'm not normally a supporter of murder. But this is a fantasy game and these guys are monsters and deserve everything they get.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Okay, so it's just a courtyard chest. I'll take a chest. Spools of steel silk. I don't know that I've ever used them. If I have, it was for craft, and I've forgotten what craft. As seems to be the case with a lot of the materials I pick up.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies.
If you guys want to die,
We'll show ourselves out.
I guess you guys want to die. We'll oblige.
Or not.
I take no pleasure in this, except all the pleasure I've taken. And boom. Oh, you just all die, please. And thank you. That was too easy. Why was that so easy? They got like 2 hits in, that's because I wasn't being careful.
And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us.
No, why are the Knights of Rosario footpads?
It really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
Sorry about your man. He did attack us first. Actually, not sorry.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, There is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire.
But what if you had
But
two dominants on your
we've seen
side?
to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
I wonder, it's been
You mean
5
my
years.
mother? But it doesn't make sense.
Has a new
Even
Garuda
knowing
or
what I
a
know
new
about her.
Ramu been created yet?
Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why...
Was her new child a bearer?
Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready.
You know, that's the Rosaria armor that I would have recognized.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Now I see.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be
Boys are
honored
back
to
together.
serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Speaking of quartermaster,
welcome to what little we have managed to salvage.
Fireblade, that's all weaker. Desert Rose material, which I don't have any of. Let's just grab 20 of them.
Of course, my lord.
And I'm
I
full
will
on.
be here should you need
Actually,
aught else.
am I full? No. One stone scan.
Will that be all? It has been an honor.
Okay, Wade, let's do
Tell us
this.
then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge, and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
Sir Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Just a generic Guardian of the Flame. It's not one of our other allies from that first mission.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Quest accepted. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. If I open the... No, because I can't see them in there anyway.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind.
Good.
Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Yeah, Jill's got hers, and the other one did go to Wade. What so? Interesting, that's just going to be temporary party members, so are not permanent, which means Jill is our only permanent party member.
The bastards are looking.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Let's do it. Let's go murder some Black Shields.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us?
Yeah, we do.
A pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields.
Easy.
Then come! Die along with your flame!
Like, this isn't even a question. You're going to die real quick.
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords,
What was
we
that?
swear.
You say something? And boom.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
And
The Wyvern to fight their battles for them.
oh, okay, that's gonna be a bit more of a trouble. Not much of one though. And we do that, and then we do this.
More dragons.
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
That's okay. We're fine. You know what? And ignition. Oh look, easy. Not even breaking a sweat.
A noble stand,
Night of the Lasting
Albeit
Dark.
a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point.
What kind of
That
high-handed
this
message
land
is that?
Is in dire need of cleansing.
Oh, just one of these again. Okay. That the best you got?
That's better.
Holy crap! That does well. Those are some cool animations, but I don't know why it's happening like that. There we go.
So wait.
There's no one left to keep them occupied.
We don't need to keep them occupied.
You ain't finished him.
Oh, okay. That's what you're talking about. Well, that's fine. We'll just do this. I really don't know why that slide is happening, but it's cool. And now, excellent judgment roll to finish it.
Oh, we missed you.
Enemies slain. Imperial Link. Basically, armor of the link of the chain armor from the Imperials.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
Yeah, it did.
It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
I would not
Though I
hope
doubt
so.
my mother will take this loss well.
Yeah, I feel like she will just double
Hopefully
down.
to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian
So what are we
standard
going to
flies
need to
over
do
Rosalith
here? Are we
once
going to
more.
need to take out Rosalith first, or are we going to take out Crystal first?
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
I assume take out the crystal, and then without the protection of the crystal, we can come back and take out Rosalith. Level up. Nice, we're getting up there.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience. Especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way
How
to
am
prove
I-
that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
Famously dead, considering
have something
our
which
mother
could help with
knows,
the
so we
latter.
were put into servitude.
It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Another seal, the burnt blade.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sakana could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Don't go in yet, I saw a chest. Port Isolde, the Imperial Province of Rosaria. The Rossfield Manor.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
That's a big cat stuffed up over there.
Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit.
And your niece. Adopted.
Clive Rossfield died long ago.
No.
And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Play you witnessed as a child, I assume?
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddo in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
Mother told me to serve
You
you.
were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
The good plates.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low.
It's almost like she was never really there for the good of
Something's
Rosaria.
changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
No, that monster was always
Or
there.
worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother.
You couldn't have fought the Imperials on your own. Not like Clive.
All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
My own.
Your own, of course.
Oh.
You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy. But now you're quite the outlaw.
Yeah, things happened.
Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Really? I think you're a bit old to go adventuring, Uncle. Considering you're probably pushing on 60 or 70.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
I think that was the uncle's voice right then, when it was meant to be Clive's.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet.
But you were trying to protect children.
I let them pull my
because they were
strings,
monsters.
telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all.
So what does the Iron Army fight with, considering they shouldn't have a dominant anymore?
Had become a monster.
Jill.
I
You
don't want
fought
to be
because
a
you
monster,
had to.
Clive. Do you understand?
Clive's mother is just a
I
monster
want
in
to
all
choose a
things.
different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you.
Now kiss.
Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Oh, Benjamin must be the city over on the other side, on the island. That ought to the island itself. Oh, no, okay. So it's going to take a few weeks for that to set out, and Benamir is the name of the current hideaway. Got it. Because we are going over there. Okay, well, that one went a bit long because lots of cutscenes I wasn't expecting right away. So, next time on Final Fantasy 16, we will be heading into the hideaway. And I'm sure we'll be fairly quickly heading across the ocean to take on another Mother Crystal. See you then.